Hello everyone. I have OBS. I thought I would try it. It's a little bit awkward given that I do use a screen reader, but I thought I'd try my hands at it. If you don't see anything, let me know. But today I'm going to react to this vegan video. This is my first time seeing it, so let's just get right into it.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to cook 5 vegan meals using only 3 ingredients from Trader Joe's.
I'll just put this on full screen. I don't know if this music is copyright. I hope to the Lord not.
3 quick things that you should know before we start. The first is that you only need 3 items from Trader Joe's to make all 5 of these meals. I am going to be showing you some garnishes and substitutions throughout the video, but you only need those core 3 ingredients to make these meals. The second is that all of these meals were designed to be actual meals, so they're going to be filling and balanced with a good amount of fiber.
Filling and balanced, my butt. These people. Filling? And what the heck does balanced mean? Because birds don't say, oh, but I gotta get a balance. I gotta get a balance of seed and insect. I gotta get a balance of them. Oh, and by the way, not every bird is vegan. In fact, I don't think any bird is truly vegan. I think some are carnivore, maybe some are herbivore, but I don't know. Not the ones I'm thinking of. They're not vegan.
Fiber, protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates so that you actually feel full. And I didn't just throw, like 3 random ingredients onto a plate. These are
I hate when they say protein because it's not filling enough.
actual meals. And finally, if you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, you can still watch this video and get some good ideas because some of these items are pretty basic and things that you can find at a lot of grocery stores. So with all of that said, let's get into our first recipe. All right, let's make some udon noodles. We're gonna start with our sriracha tofu from
Noodles, not a complex carb. Just saying.
Trader Joe's. Then my vegetable is going to be some fresh spinach, and then finally I have this peanut udon noodle salad.
Ugh. I already don't like the sound of it. Now, I'm not for eating noodles. I'm not for eating any kind of green unless you are completely starving. You're in the middle of nowhere. It's all you've got. Eat the dang grains. But this is insanity. I can't understand. 2023, this was 2022 or maybe even 2021. I don't know, but this video, but I don't get it. How do these people, like, noodles, you're gonna get hungry again. This sounds like you're gonna get hungry in no time after you eat this
salad. It's basically a mix of dressing, some crunchy peanuts on top, and then a noodle salad. So this is fine on its own, but I'm gonna make it a lot more delicious and hearty with a couple of easy tricks. The first is simple, but it's just to transfer it to a big bowl and toss it all together. It can be really tempting just to kind of put the dressing directly into that little bowl, but there's something about tossing it and really mixing the veggies and the sauce through the noodles that takes this to a whole nother level. Just that step alone makes this about 10 times better. Then I like to actually brown the tofu and
I don't understand what she means. Tossing it together somehow makes it better. That's what a salad is, isn't it? It's all mixed together. Tofu. I can't. I don't know how they eat that crap every day and say, oh, it's so good. Even so good in the frickin' title. It's like they're trying to trigger us. It's just cringy. That's all.
In a pan just to warm it through. This is totally optional. You don't have to do this. It's something I like to do, but I just feel like it makes it feel a little bit more like a...
Oh, and she said browning it. Burning it. Burning it. The taste of tofu and burned crust on it, like, ugh, just gross.
Meal when there's a warm component. And I love slicing tofu thick like this. It just feels really hearty and satisfying to have nice thick slabs of tofu on top of your bowl.
Ew, I don't even like my meat like that. Ah.
Now I saved that dressing so that I could put the last quarter or so on top. I just feel like it really adds a lot to the tofu and also just to the overall texture. And then I sprinkled the peanuts that came.
Of course, you need to add more taste and texture and whatever else, because tofu is not real meat.
With the noodle salad on top of everything. This was so good. So many different textures.
So good. So good. So good. Why do they always talk like that? Like, it's not even the, oh, so good. But like that, so good. So good.
And flavors, and really well balanced as well. So fast, so easy. 10 out of 10 recommend.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you're at a point where you're in the middle of a natural disaster and this is all you got, do it. Otherwise, don't do it.
Okay, this one's actually one of my favorites, and it's gonna look a little funny. Maybe it's not the most glamorous thing, but you guys, it's delicious. It starts with hummus, any kind will work. Then these lavish breads, so I love.
Oh, good God. The last time I had, actually, no, I did kind of still eat it for a time, but too much hummus blows your guts out, just an FYI.
These, but you can use tortillas, you can use pita, you can kind of do whatever you want. This is another frozen item that I found that's really cool because it's a mix of green lentils, red lentils.
Ew. Ew. I just liked hummus on pita before not pita, tortilla back when I used to eat stuff like that, and back when I used to eat grains and stuff. Put lentils in there? I'm so blessed I never had lentils, and I hope I never get a chance to try them. I'm sure they're so gross.
And green garbanzo beans with some tomatoes and olive oil, and that's it. So this is a great thing.
There's already oil in the hummus, isn't there? What? Garbanzo beans. Hummus is made with garbanzo beans. So more garbanzo beans? What?
To stock your freezer with, because you can easily throw this into salads. You can put it into pastas to really up the fiber and the protein.
And blow your guts out.
And a lot of good minerals and stuff in there too. I love how simple it is. So it's a really versatile item, especially since there's not a lot of flavor on its own.
Exactly. Not a lot of flavor in these vegan meals.
So I just warmed that up, and then I took a couple of generous dollops of the hummus to spread over my warmed up bread. And then I like to use a slotted spoon for this to make sure that I don't get too much moisture on the roll up. You don't want it to be soggy. Then I just use a fork to gently mash it down. This way everything kind of sticks and is nice and cohesive. And at this point, you can add seasonings if you want. You can add avocado or spinach or everything but the bagel seasoning.
How is avocado and spinach a seasoning? What?
Seasoning, totally up to you, but it's really not necessary. The hummus itself has a lot of good flavor. And whenever I'm rolling something up like this, I always like to make sure that I kind of push everything back so that it doesn't fall out when I'm rolling. Then give it a nice squeeze like when you're making homemade sushi, and then using a serrated knife is key here. It really makes everything so much easier. And this is really simple but really delicious because the lavish bread is warm and the veggies are warm. The hummus is nice and creamy, so it's actually...
My stomach feels awful just thinking about eating this. Just thinking about eating it makes my stomach feel like crap. Ugh. And I can't imagine my bowels feeling too good after this. I'm not going to try it. Not even going to dare.
Actually really satisfying, and it's so easy to make a couple of these, and I actually like to make more than I need so I can keep them on hand. It's a really nice little snack. I always feel really happy when I go into the kitchen and I look in the fridge. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I don't feel like making anything.
I'm hungry, tired, don't want to make anything. That seems to be the key with these vegans and these people eating high plant diets. Guess what? When I get hungry, I just get hungry. I don't get tired. I don't get lazy. I just get hungry. Maybe there's something to that. Ever thought about that?
And these are there waiting for me. I like to serve them with a little bit more hummus on the side to dip.
Oh my God. It's like she's asking for her bowels to explode out of her body.
And if you are going to add one thing to this recipe, let it be lemon. Lemon really brightens.
There's already lemon in hummus. What kind of hummus does she use? She put more garbanzo beans on top of garbanzo beans, and now she's putting oil and lemon, which are already in hummus. There's already spices in hummus. What is God? You need zinc. You need zinc and lots of it. And I don't mean vegan sources of zinc, because you're not going to absorb them.
Up all the flavors. It really enhances this dish so much. So I love kind of squeezing lemon generously on top, but you don't need it. It's good on its own as well. And this is a really great way to get in more legumes into your diet. If you're
I could have misheard about the spices. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. But legumes are the last thing you want to eat, especially if you're someone like me that has horrible gut problems as a result of eating too much.
If you're someone who doesn't love beans or lentils, this is a really fun way to add them into your day. I actually got this idea from the Trader Joe's website, and for the first ingredient, we're just going to need a tortilla, then again fresh spinach, and finally this really cool frozen item. It is a riced cauliflower bowl.
More freaking bread, though. What? And more spinach. You're not going to absorb the iron in spinach. Vegans. It's 2023 now, and people are still doing this, even in 2023. Come on. Get on the actual internet. Go on the websites that actually give you good results and search veganism and health consequences of it. Come on. You should have listened to your parents when they told you, are you kidding? You're going to get very sick if you go vegan. Especially if you're an older vegan, like in your 30s or something.
And this has the sauce in it. It also has chickpeas, sweet potatoes, baked tofu, and onion. So we're getting...
And more freaking soy. I wonder if she has no period at all, or such a heavy period that it's almost all the time.
2 different kinds of protein here with the tofu and with the chickpeas, and then
more chickpeas too. Chickpeas and garbanzo beans, I think, are pretty much the same thing. Like, I feel kind of refluxy just thinking about all this.
Complex carbohydrates and a nice sauce.
Complex? Bread is not complex.
So just that in and of itself is a great option, but I love the idea of turning it into a wrap because it's a little bit more portable.
Another wrap.
A little bit heartier, and you can easily sneak in an extra veggie.
Look, I'm not against wraps, but I am against bread now. If you want to make wraps out of other things, fine. I used to eat, back when I was eating bread, we ate a lot of, like, especially to make the meals somewhat healthier, I had a lot of like pita, like tortillas, not pita, tortillas. I mixed the two up. So tortilla wraps, like with chicken. They're almost like fajitas. They had chicken in them, and they had, I think, mayo and tomato and a mix of different veggies. And they were so good. And I think it had cheese in it as well. Ugh. They were good. But bread is not a complex carb. It really, really isn't. Being that I'm blind, though, I can't see what kind of bread it is. But I don't even think whole wheat bread is really complex. All carbs eventually break down into sugar. Some might be slower than others, but they still break down into sugar, which especially if you're a vegan, you're not gonna absorb it that efficiently as you'd hope. You're still gonna get diabetes from it.
So I just warm up the tortilla, and then I also warm up the actual bowl according to the package directions. And I add that directly on top with a big handful of spinach.
Oh my, and the oxalates. Look up oxalate poisoning from spinach smoothie. I'm sure, I don't know if it was an actual YouTube story that someone posted or if it was like an article or what, but I heard a story about a guy that drank one of those like green smoothies that had like a bunch of spinach in it. He had to go to the hospital.
And then I just roll this into like a burrito, basically. And this is great because it's really portable this way. So if you're packing your lunch, this is good because it's good warm, but it's also good at room temperature, and it's really hearty and satisfying and flavorful, even though there's only 3 ingredients. So I saved my favorite recipe for last, but this one was a close second because this is the one that I make all the time. You just need a sweet potato and some organic vegan chili. There are a few different options at Trader Joe's.
Vegan chili. Chili's not vegan. It's not supposed to be vegan. Oh my lord. I can't believe people are still falling for this crap. 2023 people. Wake the freak up. I can't.
But this is the one that I really like because it is so wholesome, it's organic, and it only has a few ingredients. Plus, I'm going to be using one of my favorite vegan Trader Joe's items, which is organic creamy cashew fiesta dip. If you haven't...
Creamy. You want animal food and you know it. You really are craving the animal food. Think about all the stuff she's had. She's had lentils, tofu, now this vegan chili crap. The creamy junk crap.
Haven't tried this? Oh my gosh, you need is organic creamy cashew fiesta dip. If you haven't tried this, oh my gosh, you need to. It is about 1,000,000 times better when it's warm, so I like to warm it up in the microwave for a few seconds. This really softens it and makes it like a nacho cheese.
You want cheese and you know it. Oh, I can't even... cashew? I've had cashews. They don't taste anything like cheese.
I just baked my sweet potato at 375 for about 45 minutes to an hour.
I hate sweet potato, especially if it's mashed. Blech. Just even if it's soft. I like it in a fry. I've had them as fries before, but oh, I can't imagine what this tastes like.
And I'm gonna mash it down a little bit.
Gross.
And then I just heat up the chili and I put it directly into the potato, like jacket potato style, and top it with...
Dude, at least... Okay, I'd still be highly against eating the potatoes and stuff, but if you're gonna, like, at least make real chili. This is disgusting.
The cheese. Now, you don't have to add the pepper. I just did that so it would look kind of cute, but this is so good. If you love chili and nachos and that sort of thing, you will absolutely love this combination. You can top it with fresh herbs like cilantro or chives if you want. You can add cauliflower rice to add an
pepperoni, angry peppers, mushrooms, olive chives. Had to do it.
Extra veggie, but it's so simple and so good.
So good.
I definitely saved my favorite for last. This is going to start with some frozen cauliflower rice, frozen veggie fry.
More cauliflower. And she eats this all in one day? Oh, I can't.
Fried rice and also frozen chickenless orange chicken.
Chickenless orange. Do you realize how stupid That sounds chickenless orange chicken. It's not chicken then, is it? Just call it what it is. Soy-based stuff to look like chicken.
I'm going to start by just putting the vegan chicken onto a baking sheet.
Vegan chicken is not a thing.
And crisp this up in the oven for about 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I will make my hidden veggie fried rice. So there's
What? What?
There's already veggies and seasoning mixed into the fried rice when you get it at Trader Joe's. Luckily, there's no egg, so it's all vegan. But
you need the egg, clearly.
to add in an extra veggie, I'm going to add in some cauliflower rice as well. And
I thought you already did. What?
going to saute this together. I do about half and half. And if you wanted to up the flavor, you could definitely saute this in some sesame oil. You could add some cashews, some scallions, or some salted peanuts. You could do a
God, that sounds so gross.
handful of spinach if you wanted to.
More spinach. Could you? I don't know if she's gonna add it or not. More spinach. Every meal has had spinach in it pretty much. It's ridiculous.
There's lots of different things you can add to this to bulk it up and make it a little different each time. But I like to just keep it super simple with the half cauliflower rice, half regular veggie rice. And then I will toss.
Okay, so I thought I heard it wrong the first time, so I never acknowledged it. But okay, so she put veggie rice and why so much grain? It is insane to me. Oh, but we need 5 to 10 servings of grains a day. Yeah, and you wonder why everybody's getting freaking diabetes. Stupid people.
The vegan chicken in the sauce.
Vegan chicken's not a thing. Stop saying vegan chicken because it's not chicken. It's not vegan. Chicken isn't vegan, I meant. Chicken is not vegan, and there's no such thing as vegan chicken. Vegan chicken should be called soy-based chicken looking, or soy-based thing that looks like chicken, or supposedly looks like chicken, which I've heard a lot of the meat-based crap doesn't. The meat alternative is what I meant. Meat alternative crap does not look like meat.
And plate it up. The way I like to plate it up is to do a big old mound of the rice on a serving platter or plate and then top it with the vegan chicken. And I'll take about a quarter of the sauce that's remaining and pour that over the top. If you want to make it a little fancier, you can definitely top it with some sesame seeds. You could do everything but the bagel.
I can't. Ugh.
You could do scallions or chives or whatever you like, but honestly, just those 3 basic ingredients is delicious and so satisfying.
Comment down below, by the way, if you know what song I'm referring to. The one that I did the pepperoni, angry peppers, mushrooms, olive chives. Don't look it up. Tell me.
But I really hope this video showed you that with a little bit of creativity.
We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. I'm done. I'm done. Gladly. She's torture. Okay. Well, that's it for that. So I'll see you later. Bye, guys. And I don't know if you heard, but my echo activated in the background. Okay.